What does it cover?
Leaving Outer Station, we pass through the railroad's North Reading Yard. A great deal of freight is gathered here and assembled into trains to serve customers as far north as Hazleton, Scranton, and even Tunkhannock. We next pass over Pennsylvania Route 61, the first of 4 encounters we will have with the busy highway.
What's really
Schuylkill River. The main branch of the Schuylkill River is 135 miles long and empties into the Delaware River at the site of the former Philadelphia Navy Yard. The name Schuylkill was coined by Dutch settlers and means hidden river, and refers to its confluence with the Delaware River. Our first highway grade crossing on the route is found in the small village of Cross Keys. Entering West Leesport, the train sounds the whistle for the Lee Street and Main Street grade crossings. This is a popular spot for photographers, which we will see many of today, as it is situated at the extreme north end of one of the longest stretches of straight and level track on the entire railroad. If you were to stand at ground level here, You could literally see the train coming northbound for miles.
See people like they're running to their cars to like get to the next crossing that they want to get to take 40 feet.
Yeah, spell your name. He does want to know what I mean. I'm looking this way. You can't see another eye over
At the north end of the yard, we cross Main Street in the small community of Mooresville. Mart on our left, and the former site of the Reading Company's West Hamburg passenger station. Immediately after that, we glide over West State Street and under Route 61 at virtually the same time. As the track straightens once more, we cruise under extremely busy Interstate 78 and approach Industrial Drive. Also just ahead, the railroad goes to double track at Muller Interlocking. Lowland Road tightly follows the tracks to our left in this area. Very shortly, we will pass under a trestle of the former Pennsylvania Railroad Schuylkill Valley branch, which was built in the 1880s to compete directly with the Reading Company's main line. This is now part of the John Bartram Trail, which is a segment of the Schuylkill River Trail running between Pottsville and Philadelphia. Shortly after that, on the right, is Kernsville Dam on the Schuylkill River.
They sell stuff at the station in Denver, and then in the dining
pass under Route 61 yet again as we approach Port Clinton, the operational headquarters of the Reading and Northern Railroad. As I mentioned earlier, we will be stopping at Port Clinton Station to board more passengers at the platform in front of our corporate offices. As we will pause only long enough to board those passengers, we ask that no one get off the train during this stop, with the exception of designated train crew members.
Hey, wait up, I'll be right back.
Look out the right all those.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Was exchanged. In fact, it became customary when signing the hotel register to add any news that one thought might be of common interest. The Schuylkill Canal was an important transportation link. The last boat to leave Port Clinton's once crowded basin was the Mary Rose, which took a load of coal to the state sanatorium at Hamburg just before the outbreak of World War II in 1939. The railroad became the dominant form of transportation in Port Clinton from the mid-1800s on. Port Clinton is located 78 miles north of Philadelphia on the former Reading Company main line. Today, Port Clinton is an important crossroads on Route 61, just north of Interstate 78.
I had the idea of taking one of the engineering hats we have and getting pins for the engine controls.
As we cross Broad Street, watch to your left for our recently expanded roundhouse, the very place where the 2102 was proudly restored to operation, our turntable, and our wheel truing shop. The turntable is actually from the Monongahela Railroad in South Brownsville, Pennsylvania, and fit nicely into the old Reading Company pit, which was unearthed in 1998. On our right now is the Little Schuylkill River. We will cross over the Little Schuylkill numerous times along our route. Make this area an ideal place for rail fans to photograph our train in operation. Look for them at several more locations along our route. tracks pass right through the center of town on a long straight line, making this another popular spot for photographers. And in a few moments, those of you on the right will have the same view. This location is named for the former Atlas gunpowder plant, a dynamite works which produced explosives used in this region's prevalent mining industry. The site is now home to Copperhead Chemical Company. Copperhead manufactures pharmaceutical-grade nitroglycerin used in heart medications, as well as explosives used in propellants, fuel additives, and defense munitions applications. Emerging from the woods and entering the anthracite region, Route 443 appears to the right of the train at a location known as Zahner's. Due to the wide open field of view, this is another popular place for photographers, and you can see them pacing us along Route 443. The spur track on the right is the nitrate siding that serves Maurer and Scott. At South Tamaqua, we pass through the coal piles at the Premium Fine Coal Company, a classic anthracite region setting. Very shortly, we will enter another segment of double-track railroad at Equilateral Interlocking and Tamaqua Yard, where we will see more freight awaiting distribution to local customers. But he went back. Entering downtown Tamaqua, we see our Greenwood running track diverge to the east. Watch to your left for the old QA telegraph office of the Reading Company, which dates back to the 1880s. The odd shape of the building is due to its location inside a Y track that once existed here to connect Tamaqua and Pottsville. As we cross Broad Street, watch for the former Reading Company Tamaqua passenger station on your left, built in 1874. The structure barely escaped demolition several times since passenger service was discontinued by the Reading Company in 1961. In 2004, the Tamaqua Save Our Station group proudly completed a $1.5 million renovation of the building. The beautifully restored station now houses a restaurant. In 2020, Andy Muller and the Reading and Northern Railroad spent tens of thousands of dollars to restore and extend the platform to trackside, which allows for station stops here on select passenger excursions. In 2023, the U.S. Postal Service immortalized the Tamaqua station on a postage stamp, one of 5 railroad stations in the country to be so honored. Departing Tamaqua, we cross Elm and Rose Streets and begin to climb the hill toward Barnesville. This will be the toughest test the 2102 will face on our ramble today, as it tackles the steepest grade on the route. Also, folks, this is very important as we are about 1 mile from the Tamaqua Tunnel. We ask at this time that all doors and windows on the train be closed and all movement between cars cease in order that the smoke and ash from the steam locomotive does not enter the cars.
Go through the tunnel so we can't walk through until we're past. We don't want to get asphyxiated.
The daycare once got left the Target.
Looks like a 9-ton train ride.
It looks like you're taking a video of the sea.
I know.
Going out the window.
Yep, look at the smoke. All of those railroads that were just there just got a steam blast.
At East Mahanoy Junction, our branch to Mount Carmel diverges from the main line. Look carefully between the 2 tracks for the brick base of the old wooden water tank that once stood here, as well as the former Reading Company passenger station, now a residence.
I know.
Railroad of New Jersey for the remaining 17 miles of our ramble to Jim Thorpe. The sprawling EMD electronics plant, formerly Versum Materials, is on the left side of the train. Look for white-tailed deer and turkeys in the fields surrounding the plant. We next cross Fairview Street and Church Road in Rush Township. We'll dive into the woods once more, but only briefly, as we approach the Hometown High Bridge. the left of the train is the dry dam on Kniford Creek. As we go over the bridge, feel free to take all the damn pictures you wish. Yes, thank you, Mission Control. I'm here all day. Anyway, to give you a little history of the Hometown High Bridge, the first incarnation of the bridge was completed in 1870 when this line was first built. It was made entirely of wooden timbers. The threat of fire caused by the hot coals and sparks from steam locomotives was a constant problem. To safeguard against this, 2 watchmen were employed to inspect the bridge following the passage of every train. They lived nearby in company-owned homes and worked 12-hour shifts. In the event of a fire, wooden barrels filled with water, along with buckets, were placed on either side of the bridge approximately every 100 feet. It should be noted that in those early days, there were no side railings on the bridge. However, the wooden structure was built in such a way that any piece of timber could be removed and repaired without having to stop train traffic from crossing the bridge. In 1896, the wooden bridge was replaced by a steel structure, and in 1931, the Phoenix Bridge Company rebuilt the bridge into its current form. It was originally intended to be a double-track bridge to carry a planned main line running between New York and Chicago. During World War I, owing perhaps to its strategic location, the bridge was guarded by soldiers against trespassers and intruders. During World War II, security guards provided by the railroad watched the bridge around the clock. The last time the bridge was guarded in such a manner was during the 1948 presidential campaign of Harry S. Truman. Truman traveled over 30,000 miles across 28 states, giving over 350 speeches from the platform of his private rail car, the Ferdinand Magellan. The famous news photo of Mr. Truman holding up the November 3rd, 1948 Chicago Tribune article erroneously proclaiming Dewey defeats Truman was taken from the platform of the Ferdinand Magellan at St. Louis Union Station.
It is high. Oh, ow! That's incredible. Ouch! Higher than I thought it would. I think so too. Man. I know. And
Isn't it amazing it can carry all this weight?
Yes.
Look, there's rail fanners all the way up there.
it's really high.
I must be cool to do the shop here.
(1975) and is the nation's leading independent compounder of engineering resins, alloys, and other thermoplastic materials.
I can fit more. Let's switch over.
I saw that. It happens sometimes when you're in the back of the seat. So you feel like a motion drop and drive through space. That's okay, Bob.
High.
You wouldn't have You did win.
Campus and our brand new Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station, which is set to open this summer. You can see the station platform and canopy under construction on our running left. This location is ideally situated right in the middle of our main line between North Reading and Pittston. Nesquehoning itself was founded in 1830 by the Lehigh Coal and Navigation Company to provide housing for employees mining anthracite in the nearby Room Run mine. The tracks pass directly through this residential neighborhood. At all times. We appreciate it. Leaving Nesquehoning, we next pass under Route 93, which begins just south of our location at a junction with Route 209. Route 93 climbs up and over Broad Mountain and runs up to Hazleton, becoming the main thoroughfare in the city. Now, folks, we are approaching Jim Thorpe Junction in the final 2 miles of our trip. This will be your final call to use the restrooms on board the train. Also, at this time, we suggest that you begin to gather any belongings that you may need to take with you while in Jim Thorpe. The train will not be accessible to passengers during our layover in town, and all passengers must get off the train. We must get our train unloaded safely, but also efficiently, so that we do not interfere with the schedules of the other passenger trains operating today. The Lehigh River. More than 20 years in the making, this bridge opened for service in February of 2020 and allows the Reading and Northern a progressive move between North Reading and key points north such as Penobscot, Pittston, and Tunkhannock. Sitting on the bridge is our excursion train that came from our new Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Regional Railroad Station at Pittston. That is one of the other 2 trains I spoke about earlier.
The other train? Yes. On the other track? Yeah. I know, I see it. Obviously, the old bridge. The little bridge. 2023? That was last year. There's a deer. Deer. Oh, yeah. Deers are went by.
Next, we pass Nesquehoning Junction. This, along with Jim Thorpe Junction and River Junction just north of here, form a Y that allows trains to be completely turned around. Think of this as you would a 3-point turnaround in a car. Now, this is the method we will use to turn our passenger consist around for the southbound run during your stay in Jim Thorpe. Also notice the abandoned PQ switch tower on the left that controlled train movements at this location until April of 1972. Now this route is used by one of the other trains I talked about earlier, and that's the train that you will have the opportunity to ride if you wish. It's our Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway train. It operates into the Lehigh Gorge State Park on a 16-mile, 70-minute round trip. You'll be in Route 903. Jim Thorpe's Memorial is located on Route 903 at the end of town. Route 903 heads toward Blakesley, deep in the Poconos. Jim Thorpe is on the southwestern tip of the Pocono region, which includes Carbon, Monroe, Pike, and Wayne counties. Millions of people visit the Poconos each year to participate in outdoor activities, stay at one of the dozens of resorts, or take sightseeing trips. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the station at Jim Thorpe. Boarding for the return trip this afternoon will begin at approximately 3:30 p.m., and we will depart Jim Thorpe at 3:45 p.m. sharp. Please remember your coach number, as you will have the same seat for the return trip. The train will not be accessible while we are in town, therefore please take anything you may need along with you. You may of course leave anything you wish on the train and no one will bother it. Remember to carry your ticket stubs with you, as you will be required to present them to your car attendant prior to reboarding the train. Finally, folks, one other important point of order. Remember that we will be completely turning the train around. Therefore, the last car to arrive will also be the last car to leave this afternoon. Your seat will be facing the opposite direction, and you will be sitting on the other side of the train for the return trip. Again, boarding will begin at approximately 3:30, and we will depart at 3:45 sharp. Please be on time and make sure you board the correct train. The other trains operating in Jim Thorpe today are not going anywhere close to Port Clinton or North Reading, and to say the least, it's a long walk back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as Conductor Humes has the train properly spotted in the station, he will give the okay to your car attendants to detrain you. We ask that you please exit the train only where there's a uniformed car attendant with an open door and step box. Please follow their instructions, such as take your time, watch your step, hold onto the handrails, and look down as you exit. We do not want anyone getting hurt. That's going to do it for our northbound trip. We'll see you back here at 3:30. Till then, Ruskiana, so long.
Which one is driving?
I'm not sure what that trolley car is. We don't know what the trolley car does.
Sometimes they have food set up.
We don't know if they're operating something else. We'll get water people.
Yeah, that was no, I got it anyway. About 4 minutes, so let's kind of move through.
I'm so close to the spot. Right.
What about it?
Alright, so we.
Alrighty.
Watch where's
6:30. Oh yeah. I was thinking before. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's go in the crevice.
Cushion to the ground, and pull it down, and it comes up and down. Then the driver drags them out of that. Look at what's through this. We'll go down.
Oh, it all broke off.
I read that.
I need that page that.
Read it or just.
A cover. Yes, we'll go have a message. We'll go have that's Ranger and Charles Patrick's parts.
Their parts fall because they smashed together. So they picked up some of the parts off the seats.
Now there's the one more.
Oh, one more? I'll put this one on.
W truck is going to
Pieces
come next.
everywhere.
Watch where Sparkle's a donut truck fell.
All this frosting is going to come all off.
Look. What happened? We're going to pick him up. Look at what happened.
Look at what happened.
Spark comes up on the plate. And then you can see piece of
Piece of the
And
donut
then-
hole. Ah, you see that in there?
yeah,
When
wait
it
a
slowly
bit.
comes up.
Wait a bit. Because one part broke down.
Spend my pay.
We'll go down with whatever comes.
Free advertising.
Train car investigation.
We already you eating her? Piggy said train track.
Jim Thorpe Rail Yard.
There's what Big Piggy said.
Nesquahoning.
Yeah, the first year of 2022, the cheapest seats you can get were 100.
Okay.
And they were the recliners. They didn't have these cars.
Yeah.
Or I didn't think they did. And then this one, the cheap seats were 70 and they made these 100.
Yeah.
So a good upgrade in my opinion.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, air conditioning feels great. God. They really keep these cars in good shape. They really do. Yeah, they're very clean. They're cleaner than sometimes even the Amtrak cars.
Yeah.
Everyone's got the same idea. Sorry. Going to get water. I don't blame them. The family, like, poor little kid's covered his ears.
Oh my god.
Here's the Sunoco. Let's get some dinner at the Sunoco.
Yeah, dinner at the Sunoco.
If we're interested in spending just a tad.
Nesquahoning Campus and Nesquahoning Regional Railroad Station.
I wanted to go extra fancy. Right? Extra fancy.
Gourmet.
Gourmet.
Did you see the guy with his arms
Yes.
out?
Yeah, that's so funny. The guy in the back of his truck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, it's funny.
So funny.
All you have to do is run a historic steam engine and try
Yeah.
to run that
It must be like really sick. Like people see this pretty thing coming right down.
Oh, I know. They're right next to us.
Oh my god.
And Dad is imagine like the scene from what's that one movie where the kids call it
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Just imagine the kids from Stand By Me on this bridge
Oh yeah.
running from the train.
Yep.
That's really cool.
We used to walk on the train tracks so the express, so it wasn't as high.
Yep.
But sometimes the train would come. One time it was a close call.
Ooh.
Oh, I got really fast.
Oh my
No
god.
wonder we weren't killed. It was near the 7-Eleven, like
Oh yeah.
park and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, right there.
Poppy would tell me that he used to go up on the L with his friend.
Tamaqua Tunnel. Folks, you don't have to worry about closing the windows or doors since we're going down grade.
When you're going uphill, the smoke rolls around you.
I wonder.
Tamaqua Yard.
Alright, well, have it safe so
Zainers.
second span.
Yeah.
Where they pulled part of the bridge out. They were under that. That's crazy. Filming the locomotive. Yep. Like I said, restore a steamboat.
New Ringo.
Publicity. Crazy people come.
Right.
Folks, for those of you that boarded at Port Clinton, we are approaching the station. For everyone else, this is your final call for the snack car 1168, the Pocono Grill. We will be stopped at Port Clinton only long enough to change steam crews and discharge Port Clinton passengers. Therefore, all other passengers are asked to kindly remain on the train. For information on future schedules, including more Iron Horse Rambles, our Pittston train, and the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway, visit our website at www.rbmnrr.com or call the railroad at 610-562-2102. Again, that's on the web at www.rbmnrr.com or by phone 610-562-2102. Once we stop, Port Clinton passengers, please exit the train only where there's a uniformed car attendant, in this case Larry or Bill, with an open door and step box. Please follow their instructions, such as take your time, watch your step, hold on to the handrails, and look down as you exit. We do not want anyone getting hurt. We certainly hope you enjoyed your trip today and that you'll come back and see us again soon. Bye-bye.
Train like this. If you wanted to, never mind. You could pick up maybe the Pittston train. You could see that. I'll pick it up in case you want to do it. Okay? The one in August.
The dome car.
Port Clinton.
The orange car? It's the Rio Grande.
16 miles.
They're getting the steam. Got a brand new crew on.
Yeah, there's nothing coming back here.
Mom, what do you think?
Another beauty right there. Those are the cars we were on last time. One of those.
Reading passengers, as we depart Fort Clinton, please give a hearty round of applause for our daytime steam crew of Shane Fredrickson, Nate Mangle, and Chuck Truesdell for getting us to and from Jim Thorpe safely. They'll be standing on the running right side of the train. Taking over for this evening are Chad Fredrickson, Ryan Fredrickson, and Carter Jones.
Be a dream job. Right in the cab of this thing. You wouldn't even have to pay me.
Well, you gotta make money.
Oh yeah, but I know that.
Unless you do something that makes money for you while you're sleeping.
Yeah. Well, they're running it hard this smoke.
Curtinsville Dam. Muller.
Tons of people at that crossing. Between two cars. We're not going to be able to get down there and check it. Train's moving.
If we really thrilled, I'll tell Lynn or work. Yeah, and I'll tell Jeff about it next week. Jeff about it next week when I see him.
West Leesport.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
River on Peacock's Lock Viaduct marks our entrance into North Reading Yard, and that means we will be arriving at Outer Station very shortly. From Outer Station to Jim Thorpe and back, we covered a total of 120 miles on today's trip. On behalf of the staff and management of the Reading Blue Mountain and Northern Railroad, I would like to thank all of you for riding with us on this, our first Iron Horse Ramble of 2024, our 40th season of passenger excursions. We would especially like to thank Mr. Jim Swift and Mr. Peter Borland, who came all the way from Sussex, England to join us today. I would also like to thank one of my model train partners in crime, Mr. John Petco, and his family for riding today with us as well. For you steam fans who want more, the 2102 will be featured on 2 more Iron Horse Ramble excursions this summer, originating from the new Nesquehoning Regional Railroad Station, and on select fall foliage excursions to be determined this October. For information on those and other exciting rail excursions, visit our website at www.rbmnrr.com or call the railroad at 610-562-2102. Again, that's on the web at www.rbmnrr.com or by phone 610-562-2102. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as Conductor Humes has the train properly spotted at Outer Station, he will give the okay to your car attendants to detrain you. When the time comes to detrain, please exit the train only where there's a uniformed car attendant with an open door and step box. Please follow their instructions, such as take your time, watch your step, hold on to the handrails, and look down as you exit. As you leave the parking lot this evening, please do so in a safe and orderly fashion as directed by our police department. The restrooms will also be at parking lot level, available for you for those that need to use them. Ladies and gentlemen, we certainly hope you enjoyed your trip today and that we'll see you next time when once more, the Iron Horse Rambles. This is Ruskiana saying goodbye, everybody. That's very kind, thank you.
We're gonna find out when they're doing in October when we get that bonus.
Boy laughing. You win. Well, you lost. It's 6:23. I was wrong. That's okay. I'm not even gonna work. Today, I know what you were talking about. For the whole week and just right here. I'm off No, I would have been late. My normal hour before, and I was late. He's scared. And then later, ignore him. He does it all the time.
Whoa. You good? I see.
All right. There's the long one. That's where we saw it. Where we saw the engine. I see the steam. Yeah, I can see the steam. The smoke. I see smoke coming from the engine.
What like this?
Yeah, but you need to wake up. You need to use the iPhone. No, I'm driving home. Those pictures. Tim has something in his shop. His mouth is ready to move. He has them on the shelf. Model 1. It is Model 1. It's small model 1. Did a good job getting all the way to Reading.
Alright, the train station, you're right. That was a very fun day. Thank you for inviting me with you. Here we go.